Hello, space enthusiasts and tech aficionados. Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the latest and greatest in tech and space exploration. Today, we have a chilling update from none other than Elon Musk about a recent, alarming discovery involving Boeing's Starliners and the astronauts aboard. Stick around as we unpack this revelation and what it could mean for the future of space travel. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. Let's launch into this story. In what was initially planned as an 8-day mission, 2 astronauts aboard the International Space Station now face an extended stay, potentially until next year. ENASA has opted to extend their mission until February, sidelining plans to bring them back aboard Boeing's problematic Starliner capsule. This development marks yet another setback for Boeing, as employees express deep frustration over the repeated delays. The latest disappointment unfolded at Cape Canaveral, Florida, where NASA was compelled to cancel the debut launch of Boeing Starliner with crew aboard. The spacecraft, plagued by issues like helium leaks and thruster malfunctions, has left NASA with no choice but to turn to SpaceX for a rescue mission. Butch Wilmore and Sunny Williams, the astronauts in question, launched to the ISS in June, anticipating a brief space venture and a return home in time for the 4th of July celebrations. Instead, they will now spend the holiday season orbiting Earth, relying on a SpaceX Crew Dragon spacecraft for their eventual return. A Boeing staff member from Florida, preferring to remain anonymous, voiced the mounting uncertainty. The Starliner program's future looks grim. Although it's tough now, the full story isn't written yet. The aerospace giant, already scrutinized for various commercial flight mishaps earlier this year, feels the weight of these challenges intensely. Every new issue with the Starliner just amplifies the scrutiny on us. It's like adding fuel to the fire, he added. Amid these tribulations, internal sentiments about SpaceX have also surfaced, highlighting the competitive tension between the two aerospace contenders. It's ironic that SpaceX, often the subject of our criticism, is now the one we have to rely on for a safe return, a Boeing employee remarked bitterly. In an emotional statement, a Boeing employee expressed deep frustration and embarrassment as morale hits rock bottom within the company. Despite the setback, Boeing was confident that their Starliner craft could safely return astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sunny Williams to Earth. The craft had initially ferried them to the International Space Station during its first crewed mission on June 5. However, persistent technical issues, including a worsening helium leak and thruster failures, once docked at the ISS prompted NASA to seek an alternative with SpaceX. After extensive testing and deliberation, NASA opted for the safety of SpaceX's Crew Dragon for the astronauts' return, scheduling it for February 2025. We believed Starliner was safe for their return, but NASA wasn't willing to take the risk, the employee revealed. He suggested that NASA's decision was influenced by broader public relations concerns, vehemently denying any possibility that the astronauts would have been in life-threatening danger under Boeing's care. Steve Stitch, NASA's Commercial Crew Program Manager, described the situation as a fundamental difference in risk assessment between NASA and Boeing. While Boeing chose not to comment directly on NASA's decision to switch to SpaceX, the company emphasized its ongoing commitment to ensuring the Starliner's safe return to Earth, as well as the safety of the crew. Boeing is currently grappling with significant financial pressures, having spent around $1.5 billion over its initial $4.5 billion contract with NASA. This development is part of the broader context of space exploration, a field marked by both monumental achievements and formidable challenges from the era of the Apollo missions to today's competitive private space ventures. As humanity continues to push the boundaries of space travel, companies like Boeing and SpaceX are at the forefront of this modern space race, each facing their own triumphs and trials in their quest to the stars. Elon Musk, the visionary force behind SpaceX, has dramatically reshaped the landscape of the space industry. Yet, Amidst the accolades and milestones, there are darker narratives that often escape public attention. One such narrative involves the Boeing Starliner, a spacecraft designed to ferry astronauts to and from the International Space Station, ISS. Recently, Musk brought to light a harrowing discovery about the Starliner and the dire situation of astronauts stranded due to its flaws. This revelation not only highlights the inherent risks of space travel, but also prompts critical questions about the future of our ventures into the cosmos. In the early 2000s, space exploration was dominated by governmental giants like NASA Roscosmos and ESA. However, the scene began to shift with the emergence of private enterprises in the fray. Founded in 2002, Elon Musk's SpaceX quickly emerged as a pioneer, slashing costs of space transportation and aiming to make Mars colonization a reality. Around the same time, Boeing, an aerospace titan, sought its share of the stars. In collaboration with NASA, Boeing developed the CST-100 Starliner, envisioned as a direct rival to SpaceX's Dragon capsule. The two juggernauts found themselves at the heart of a fierce technological showdown under NASA's Commercial Crew Program. This initiative was designed to revitalize America's capability to launch astronauts from its own soil following the Space Shuttle's retirement in 2011, sparking innovation and competition among multiple private entities tasked with developing manned spacecraft. The journey of Boeing's Starliner spacecraft, envisioned as a reliable and safe conduit to the International Space Station, ISS, was marred by setbacks from the start. In December 2019, the spacecraft's inaugural uncrewed orbital flight, dubbed OFT-1, ended not with triumph but with a notable failure. A critical software malfunction sent the Starliner veering off its intended trajectory, missing the ISS orbit entirely. Although it managed a safe return to Earth, the mission was tagged only as a partial success, casting a shadow of doubt over Boeing's ambitious endeavor. The fallout from OFT-1 was immediate and intense. Both NASA and Boeing launched a thorough investigation to unearth the root causes of the mishap. It was soon discovered that not just one, but multiple software errors were lurking in the Starliner's code, errors so severe that they could have led to catastrophic outcomes had they not been caught in time. These findings intensified the scrutiny on the spacecraft's safety and reliability, triggering demands for exhaustive retesting before any crewed missions could take place. Despite these obstacles, Boeing's resolve did not waver. By 2021, the aerospace giant geared up for a second chance with OFT-2, another uncrewed test. Yet, history seemed to repeat itself as this mission too was beset with issues, notably within the spacecraft's propulsion system. These problems led to further postponements, keeping the Starliner grounded and delaying its certification for crewed flights. Chapter 3: Astronauts in Limbo. As Boeing toiled to rectify the Starliner's teething troubles, the repercussions rippled outwards, reaching those who had ventured into the vastness of space. In early 2023, a group of astronauts found themselves unwittingly marooned on the ISS, victims of the ongoing technical saga. Originally slated to return on the Starliner, their journey back to Earth was now suspended indefinitely. This predicament posed not just a logistical nightmare, but a stark reminder of the human cost of technological failure, as NASA faced the challenge of maintaining morale and safety for its stranded crew far above the Earth. As the stranded astronauts' situation on the International Space Station, ISS, became increasingly critical, ENASA and its international partners faced a mounting crisis. The ISS, designed for temporary sojourns, was ill-equipped for extended human habitation without resupply. As resources dwindled and the health of the crew began to deteriorate, the psychological strain of isolation, compounded by uncertainty about their return, weighed heavily on the astronauts. In response, NASA teamed up with SpaceX to devise an urgent rescue strategy. By 2020, SpaceX's Dragon capsule had already proven its capabilities in crewed missions, making it a viable option for emergency extraction. Nevertheless, This plan was fraught with peril. The Dragon capsule, though robust, hadn't been designed for such exigent scenarios, raising concerns about the practicality of an emergency transfer from the ISS under such pressing conditions. As the plight of the astronauts grew dire, Elon Musk made a startling announcement that reverberated across the space community. In an early 2024 press briefing, Musk disclosed that a recent SpaceX investigation had uncovered significant, previously undisclosed defects in the Boeing Starliner's design. These flaws, according to Musk, posed grave risks to any crew aboard the spacecraft. Musk detailed how SpaceX engineers, while collaborating with NASA on the rescue plan, had identified critical weaknesses in the Starliner's propulsion and life support systems during their analysis. These issues, he warned, had the potential to cause catastrophic system failures under specific conditions, jeopardizing astronaut safety. Musk's revelation ignited a storm of controversy, prompting immediate responses from both Boeing and NASA. The disclosure not only highlighted the technological and human risks inherent in space travel, but also intensified the scrutiny on Boeing's commitment to safety and transparency, stirring widespread debate within the aerospace community. Both Boeing and NASA quickly responded to Musk's explosive claims, assuring the public that the Starliner was safe and that any concerns identified by SpaceX were being thoroughly addressed. However, the damage was already done. The media and public began questioning Boeing's transparency and the overall safety of the Starliner program, leaving Boeing's reputation hanging in the balance. The impact of Musk's revelation was swift and profound. Already under intense scrutiny, the Starliner program now faced even greater criticism from both the public and government officials. Calls for a full-scale review of the program intensified, with some even suggesting scrapping Starliner entirely in favor of relying solely on SpaceX's Dragon capsule for crewed missions. Boeing, in an attempt to regain control, launched an internal investigation to address the issues Musk had raised. The company also worked closely with NASA to implement additional safety measures and conduct further testing on Starliner systems. But despite these efforts, public confidence in the spacecraft remained deeply shaken, and the future of Starliner became increasingly uncertain. The controversy had broader implications for NASA's Commercial Crew Program, which had been hailed as a model of public-private collaboration meant to foster innovation and competition in the space industry. Now, critics were questioning whether the program was achieving its goals, and whether private companies like Boeing were being held to the same rigorous safety standards as government-led missions. As the turmoil surrounding Starliner escalated, NASA and SpaceX remained focused on one critical task: safely bringing the stranded astronauts back to Earth. In March 2024, SpaceX successfully launched a Dragon capsule on a daring rescue mission. The operation was complex and required precise coordination between the ISS crew, NASA, and SpaceX. Despite the challenges, the mission was a success. The astronauts, who had spent months in space facing growing uncertainty, were finally brought home. While the rescue showcased SpaceX's reliability, it underscored the larger issues plaguing Boeing's Starliner program, leaving the future of space travel in the hands of innovation, competition, and rigorous oversight. With precise coordination between Mission Control and SpaceX, the Dragon capsule successfully docked with the ISS, allowing the stranded astronauts to be safely transferred aboard. After spending several long months in space, the astronauts finally began their journey back to Earth, bringing an end to their tense ordeal. Their safe return was hailed as a major triumph for SpaceX and a powerful testament to the company's capabilities in space exploration. However, while the rescue mission solidified SpaceX's reputation as a reliable partner, it also highlighted the ongoing challenges faced by NASA's Commercial Crew Program. SpaceX had proven its worth, but the persistent issues with Boeing's Starliner raised concerns about the sustainability of the program. Many began calling for NASA to reevaluate its approach to commercial spaceflight and consider alternative strategies to ensure the safety and reliability of crewed missions. The events surrounding Boeing's Starliner and the stranded astronauts had far-reaching consequences for the future of space exploration. One of the key takeaways from this episode was the crucial importance of transparency and accountability within the space industry. The revelation of serious flaws in the Starliner's design underscored the need for stringent oversight and independent verification of safety standards, especially when human lives are at risk. This controversy also reignited debates about the role of private companies in space exploration. The Commercial Crew Program was designed to spark innovation and competition, but Boeing's setbacks with the Starliner exposed the potential risks of relying too heavily on private enterprises to handle critical space missions. Some critics argued that NASA should adopt a more hands-on role, ensuring that safety and reliability are prioritized over profit and competition. In addition, the Starliner incident forced a re-examination of how NASA partners with private companies. The stakes in space exploration are incredibly high, and this event served as a reminder that the future of human space travel depends not only on cutting-edge technology, but on accountability, safety, and unwavering commitment to excellence. The ISS is a symbol of global cooperation, with astronauts from multiple countries working together in space. The stranded astronauts represented this international collaboration, underscoring the critical need for strong partnerships and clear protocols during emergencies. The challenges of coordinating a multinational rescue effort served as a reminder of how essential global teamwork is to the success of space missions. As the dust settled from the Starliner controversy, both Boeing and SpaceX found themselves at pivotal crossroads in the space industry. For Boeing, the top priority was regaining trust in the Starliner program. After facing significant technical issues, the company launched a full-scale review and implemented additional safety measures to address the flaws. However, the question remained, could Starliner ever reclaim its place as a reliable option for crewed spaceflight? For SpaceX, the success of the Dragon capsule in rescuing the stranded astronauts further cemented its reputation as a dominant force in space exploration. With a proven track record of safe, reliable crewed missions, SpaceX was poised to continue leading the Commercial Crew Program. Yet, the company now faced the challenge of maintaining its high standards as it set its sights on even more ambitious projects, such as the Starship program and the bold goal of colonizing Mars. The Starliner debacle also carried broader implications for the space industry as a whole. It highlighted the importance of continued innovation and investment in space technology while shining a spotlight on the need for rigorous safety protocols at every stage of mission development. As the race for the stars heats up, the future of space exploration will depend not just on who can push the boundaries of technology, but who can do so with unwavering commitment to safety and collaboration. As space exploration continues to evolve, it is clear that the industry must strike a careful balance between innovation and safety. While the desire for progress fuels the ambition to explore further than ever before, ensuring the safety and well-being of astronauts remains paramount. The Boeing Starliner controversy served as a sobering reminder of the challenges and risks inherent in space exploration. Despite the incredible strides made by the industry in recent years, the events surrounding the stranded astronauts highlighted the crucial importance of transparency, accountability, and safety at every level of space travel. One of the most significant lessons from this episode was the necessity of rigorous oversight and independent verification of safety standards. As private companies take on a more prominent role in space exploration, they must be held to the highest possible standards to safeguard the lives of crew members on every mission. This will require ongoing collaboration between government agencies, private companies, and independent experts to identify and mitigate potential risks. Additionally, the rescue of the stranded astronauts revealed the critical need for clear protocols and robust contingency plans. The successful return of the crew was a complex operation that demanded precise coordination and quick, decisive action. Moving forward, it is essential that space agencies and companies develop, refine, and regularly update their emergency plans to ensure readiness for any challenges that may arise during future missions. Finally, the events surrounding Starliner reinforced the vital importance of international cooperation in space exploration. The ISS is a symbol of global collaboration, and the challenges faced during the rescue mission underscored the need for clear communication and teamwork between nations. As humanity looks to extend its reach into space, the lessons learned from this chapter will serve as a foundation for building a safer, more unified approach to the final frontier. As space exploration ventures beyond low Earth orbit, international cooperation will be more critical than ever. Countries and space agencies must join forces to ensure the safety, success, and sustainability of future missions. The lessons learned from past missions, including the Boeing Starliner incident, emphasize the importance of unified efforts in navigating the complexities of space exploration. Looking ahead, it's clear that space exploration will continue to be a frontier of incredible opportunities and formidable challenges. The difficulties surrounding the Boeing Starliner are a reminder of the inherent risks involved in space travel, but they also showcase the resilience and ingenuity of the global space community. Welcome to Blessovia Science TV, where we take you on an exhilarating journey through the cosmos and unravel the mysteries of science. We are excited to offer you the opportunity to become a valued member of our ever-growing community of cosmic enthusiasts and knowledge seekers. Exclusive access to cosmic content. As a member of Blessovia Science TV, you will gain exclusive access to a treasure trove of cosmic content, including documentaries, interviews with leading scientists, space missions updates, and awe-inspiring visualizations of the universe, live Q, and sessions with experts. Your membership will grant you the chance to participate in live Q and sessions with renowned scientists, astronomers, and space explorers. Get your burning questions answered by those who push the boundaries of human knowledge. Embark on a journey that spans the cosmos and join us in unraveling the secrets of the universe. Become a Blessovia Science TV member today, and together we will reach for the stars. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and share. Don't forget to leave your comment.